Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's another big, fun, exciting week. Gonna start with the DC guys because this is Batman Europa #1. Brian Azzarello and Jim Lee. Jim Lee drawing Batman. Incredibly awesome. This is definitely book of the week, so you're going to want to get down to your shop and pick this one up before it's gone. Because, well, I said Jim Lee Batman, right? And in other Batman news, Batman and Robin Eternal, your weekly book, keeps right on rolling. Batman 66 with a cool Julie Newmar cover. This book will be wrapping up pretty soon, which makes me sad because it's been a good example of the different fun things you can do with Batman besides all the Dark Knight stuff. Batman Arkham Knight Genesis. Cool Harley Quinn cover there. And speaking of Harley, let's talk about some Looney Tunes variant covers. This is your Looney Tunes variant for Harley this week. This is the especially awesome Bugs Bunny variant for Action Comics. Everybody loves Bugs Bunny. And of course, the cool Warner Brothers frog. Your Looney Tunes cover for Suicide Squad. Big Harley Quinn week this week. Lost Army is your Green Lantern book. Titans Hunt is your Titans book. Still got a couple of copies of #1 if you missed out on this. Sort of like the Clark and Lois book, only the Titans version of that. Earth 2 Society. Super cool. Martian Manhunter. One of the stronger, newer books of the DC, I wanted to say relaunch, but it's not really relaunch, just sort of a bunch of new titles rolling out. Secret 6, Dr. Fate, Doomed, and Telos rounds out your DCU stuff. Kind of an odds and ends week, but if you're not checking out some of these titles, you ought to be, because like Dr. Fate's really good, Telos is really good. A lot of fun stuff coming from the DC guys these days. Red Thorn is a first issue Vertigo book this week. We've been encouraging you guys to check out the new Vertigo titles as they roll out. And Astro City is my Vertigo title of the week because I love anything Kurt Busiek and anything that's got an Alex Ross cover. Astro City has been one of my favorite books for a long, long time. Great week for the Marvel guys. Let's talk about some Star Wars. Star Wars main title. That's issue 12. It's the end of the second arc. First issue of Vader Down. The first big Star Wars event book because the guy's cool enough to have 2 titles. You can read more about that one in our newsletter this week. And Kanan wraps up your Star Wars stuff for the week. Lots of first issues to talk about. Mighty Thor #1. It's Women of Marvel week. This is your first issue of the new Thor book. Red hot, that one. Along with this, Miss Marvel #1. One of the huger titles of 2015. And Spider-Woman #1. You might notice by the cover there that the theme to this series is going to be a little different than the last Spider-Woman book. And some other #1s. Star-Lord back in his own book. And Black Knight, my man Dane Whitman gets his own title this week. You can read more about that one in our newsletter as well. And Secret Wars 2 is your only Secret Wars book for the week. A little bit of hilarity thrown in there for you. And some continuing Marvel stuff. This is Sam Wilson, Captain America. Of course, that's my pick of the week, because I remember the original run of Cap Wolf. Extraordinary X-Men. It's your X title for the week. Deadpool. Marvel's newest big movie star. New Avengers. Ant-Man. And the Uncanny Inhumans round out your Marvel stuff for the week. Big week for the Marvel guys. And of course, always fun stuff from my friends at Dark Horse. This is BPRD. That's your Mignola book of the week. You know I'm always talking up the great stuff from the Hellboy verse. And Buffy the Vampire Slayer is your Whedonverse book of the week. Always encouraging you guys to jump in on the Whedonverse. Good week for our friends at Image. Pretty Deadly. Rat Queens is back in action. Tokyo Ghost. And Beauty, some of your bigger Image books. And Huck is your gotta have it first issue Image book of the week. But wait, there's more. Order now and you'll also receive Vampirella. It's your 1969 special. Dig me some Vampirella. Godzilla is my IDW book of the week. And Wrath of the Eternal Warrior #1. It's my Valiant book of the week, encouraging you guys to get in on some of this Valiant stuff. Pretty small week for the all ages stuff, but this is your Simpsons Winter Wingding, kind of your Simpsons Christmas special, always talking up the great job the guys at Bongo do with their stuff, like Futurama. To be honest, I don't really know if this counts as an all ages book, but I love me some Futurama. Doesn't come out too often, but when it does, it's always hilarious. Lots and lots of great stuff, so check those shipping lists, get down to your shop, pick up something super awesome. I want to encourage you guys to check out the newsletter that rolls out every week. We got all kinds of big news coming from here at Black Cat Comics, so you want to make sure that you get your newsletter either on the Facebook page or get it in an email, get your printed one here at the store. However it is you do it, you want to keep up with all the latest and greatest news coming out of Rockin' Milpitas. That's all I got for you for this week. You can check us out at blackcatcomics.biz, check us out at Facebook, or just get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.